You won't believe what this farmer found while hauling grain.
Plus, we'll look back on a legendary month.
These stories and more coming up on this week's edition of Friday 5, which is presented by the Nebraska Corn Board.
Our social media story of the week takes us to the grain bins.
This photo was snapped on Neil and Leslie Widner's farm in northwest Minnesota. The family said they were hauling wheat like usual, and when they came back for another load, they got a strange deer in the headlights look from the fella.
They posted this picture on social media saying, "You know it's been a long and cold winter when the deer are doing this."
This past month, we found ourselves scrolling through a hashtag FebruDairy on Twitter, and we found some utterly great photos from dairy farmers all across the world.
A little bit about the dairy industry in Nebraska. There are about 160 licensed dairy herds in the state. That makes us the 26th largest milk-producing state.
Let's travel to the land of oranges and sun, where we can find Susan Littlefield reporting from Florida.
Producers of over 8,000 in attendance get an opportunity to be on the trade show floor, checking out some of the latest in technology, and like the big equipment you see behind me. But more importantly, it's the networking and the learning sessions that they go to. They got to hear from Ag Secretary Sonny Perdue. They also talked a lot about trade, weather, and USMCA. Commodity Classic next year heads to San Antonio, Texas. We'll send it back to you guys in Lincoln.
Thanks, Susan.
Well, March is National Nutrition Month. Maybe you didn't know that. To kick off the month, here are a few Nebraska commodities that bring the best nutrients to the table.
Nebraska Beef is a great source for protein, selenium, and vitamin B12. The dairy industry also helps get the proper amount of calcium, potassium, and phosphorus.
Now, Nebraska leads the nation in popcorn production, and popcorn is a leader in healthy snacks. It contains nutrients like vitamin B1, B3, and magnesium.
At the end of the FFA week last week, a modernized National FFA federal charter became the law with President Donald Trump's signature.
Now, the new charter updates how the board of directors are chosen, and it also grants more power to National FFA delegates to help make organizational changes as needed without requiring an act of Congress.
That is a look at the agriculture headlines for this past week.
We'll have the latest in next week's Friday 5, presented by the Nebraska Corn Board.
Have a great weekend.
This is Mike. Mike likes his car. Mike likes to save money. And Mike likes to breathe. So Mike fills up with E15 with 15% American ethanol. The clean octane in E15 gives Mike the performance he wants from his engine and the clean air he wants for his family. Better yet, E15 costs less at the pump. Higher octane, cleaner air, lower cost. E15 sure gives Mike a lot to like. Discover E15 with American ethanol.